Very good evening, thanks for clicking on to the Friday edition of Hogan's European Outlook. And it has been a very busy past few days, releasing both the winter forecast and during the night when many people were sleeping, I was writing the December forecast. So very quick scan of the December Outlook. So if you haven't already done so, check out markhoganweather.com. Just simply Google it and you can access the website. All the content, of course, is free and you can have a look at that. But certainly initially go through the month of September, October, November. It has been a warm overall autumn, of course, one of the warmest probably on record, I think, and it has been wet also. So it has been an interesting autumn, that's for sure, and really following 2022's trend of super warm conditions, warmest year on record to date, and 2022 will likely go down as the warmest year in recorded history. But it was made mention of that Joe Bastardi had highlighted, and he's done it in years gone by as well. Wet Novembers in the UK can quite often lead to cold Decembers, and 2009 2010 is a perfect example of this. And you can see here the correlation in terms of where the heaviest precipitation fell during the month of November, and the correlation to what the temperature normally was the following month. So quite interesting stuff. Arctic Oscillation, North Atlantic Oscillation going most negative since 2010, but I'm not necessarily jumping on the gun that we're going to have another 2010 type December. But it certainly will be a cold month, and it will be a colder than normal month, likely the coldest since probably May of last year, actually. So that's going back quite some time. But you can see here off the GFS the high latitude blocking in the pattern all the way right through to at least day 9. You can see here, I know it's hard to see, but the blocking bang slap over Greenland here. So it is a textbook pattern for the month of December. So upcoming 5 days looks like this off the GFS. Let's have a quick look actually at the model itself, and we can see the actual updated version. Upcoming 5 days, we're moderately entering this cold spell. At the moment, easterly winds are nothing to write home about. It will feel chilly, but there is no beast from the east, folks. And what we are going to see is, I think, as we progress through the weekend and in the next week, with the position of the high moving from Scandinavia over to Greenland, we're going to start to pull in north to northeasterly winds, and that is going to increase the snow chance and temperatures possibly pushing, struggling to hit freezing point actually. So the upcoming 5 days looks like this. The 6 to 10 days looks like this. So we increase the level of cold compared to normal, and even the 11 to 15 day, we are firmly below normal, and this takes us out to the 16th of December here. Looking at the CFSV2 weeklies, if it isn't updating, there we go. The week 1, you can see here that moderately below normal. So it's not all of a sudden like you're just opening the door to the freezer. It won't happen quite like that. Week 2, we intensify the cold. Week 3, and we start to see that kind of cold pulling away. It'll be interesting to see actually what happens with this, because the CFSV2 for a while now has been indicating that we kind of pull out of this cold in the run up to Christmas, but time will tell with regards to that. Snow prospects, yes, I think it's starting to get closer to the time now we can look at the snow prospects, but this is what the snow chart looks like here by the time we reach the 17th of December here. Interesting enough how the snow is actually focused in the west as well as the north of the British Isles here, according to the latest GFS run. That's quite interesting to see. But let's have a look at the overview chart. So we've got an area of high pressure, 1056 millibars, powerful area of high pressure at that, over Russia. We've got another centre here over northern portions of Finland, as you can see here. Of course, we're starting to see the fight back now with easterly winds becoming more dominant in the west. As we play through the loop, what we're going to see is we're going to be paying close attention to these areas of low pressure that develop over the Azores, over Biscay, over mainland Europe, that will try to lift northwards here. And what we're going to find is a battle between north, cold coming south, and milder air trying to push northwards. And of course, if you start to see the cold becoming more dominant, more entrenched over UK airspace, which I think it will be, then moisture and warmth that gets lifted north will translate to snowfall. And we have got, I think anyway, multiple chances of seeing snow in the next couple of weeks here. So as we play through the loop, we do have winteriness over high ground at the moment. The air mass is not cold enough, but I think as we progress through the period, the cold air is going to become a little bit more entrenched. But you notice here these circulations here to the south, high pressure to the north. It's a classic Arctic oscillation, negative Arctic oscillation, negative North Atlantic oscillation pattern. Then as we go towards the middle portion of next week, focus of high pressure over the North Atlantic. We've got another one over Eastern Europe. That is discharging some brutally cold air into the central and eastern portion of the continent. But we're also seeing it coming into the west of Europe, into the UK. And with an area of low pressure moving in, cold air coming south, and we could see a significant snow scenario here coming up. But there we see the cold air coming south. Plenty of snow showers now coming down because the column is cooling significantly. This is a cold, bona fide cold air mass that's coming down into the UK, and we will continue to see this kind of push, this fight between north. But notice here that it looks almost like as if the model is indicating a little bit of an intrusion of milder air coming back into the picture once again. Let's have a look at the 850 temperatures to see what it's showing, because that's quite interesting. Just a little bit less cold. You notice that? We're also seeing a push of milder air coming in from the east. If you focus the area of high pressure towards the west, you're going to start to see milder air coming in the eastern portions of Europe here. And you can see here that we are going to continue to see this battle here between mild coming up from the south and cold coming down from the north here. And then we've got this flood of milder air coming up towards Greenland here, associated with that area of high pressure. And then we're going to start to see waves of even colder coming down here. But like I say, pinpointing exactly how cold we get, how much snow we get, all still open to question here. But you notice here as we play through the loop, and the model's kind of waxing and wane in terms of the overall scenario, the finer details and whatnot. There is nothing clear cut with this type of pattern. What I would say is that we are in the cold pattern for at least the next couple of weeks here. We are going to try and see threats of mild air coming in, but I think cold air will always win the day. I think overall we might have a few milder days, but overall the pattern is a colder one. So it's certainly very, very interesting times to come. That's for sure. Let's have a look at the snow prospects then, and we'll go back to the current period, play it through the loop. You can see here that there is very little in the way of snow all the way through the weekend, apart from the mountains of Scotland. And as we play through into the middle portion of next week, there we go. We start to expand the snow over the north, in particular here, parts of Northern Ireland, the Republic, England, Wales, start to see that snow coming. And we will continue to watch these snow charts, I think, as we go forward here. May not have a video tomorrow. I'm going to take a little bit of a day off, actually. It's the weekend and I'm off my day job, so I may take a little bit of a breather from this, because you do get to the stage where you're it's kind of repeating all the time, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, keep it right here on my YouTube channel. Please check out markfoganweb.com. December forecast and the winter forecast is available for you to read. So do check that out. Thanks for watching. As always, please share with your friends and family, and hit that subscribe button as well. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening.